All right, I think we're all here, hopefully. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Good morning. Hi. All right, welcome everybody to our EOSC CZ conference today, EOSC CZ, as you say in Czech. I'm very happy that so many of you showed up. I think we're going to have a really good time, full of research, full of great speakers, and full of very interesting information. This time, for the Czech European Open Science Cloud Conference, we're here in Ostrava, and we have the theme of long live research data, which I think we can all get behind. And we're focusing on the current challenges and opportunities in the management, sharing, and reuse of research data. We can look forward to keynote lectures from leading experts, interactive discussions, and hands-on training tomorrow that connect theory with practice, enabling you to apply new insights directly from your everyday to your work data. My name is Veronica, and today I will be your moderator, so make sure you listen carefully, because when it's lunchtime, you'll know because I'll say so, so pay attention. All right, before we begin, I would like you to silence your mobile devices, just so you know, when someone's speaking up here, it's always a bit disruptive if someone's phone goes off, so please silence your mobile phones. And in case you need any help, there's a bunch of people here. If you need assistance, we're here for you, so no worries. All right, just a couple of introduction slides, just a little information. So today's conference, tomorrow we have workshops. First things first, scan this QR code. You'll see this QR code more in the future, but it's the link to Slido, so you can put all your questions there. So once the Q&A sessions start for each of the blocks, you can write your question. I don't know if you guys know Slido. You just write your question. It saves the question, and then people can also like it and be like, yes, this is a great question, and it will probably get asked if you're lucky. You can also see the program for day one. If I find the laser here, oh, there you go. That's the program, so feel free to scan. I see people scanning, so I'm not gonna change the slide just yet. All right, good. Then we have the poster session. Just so you know, it starts at 5 p.m., so please don't leave and stay with us, because we have some very nice posters. You can see them in the hallway out there. They'll be there the whole day, and you can also vote. So when you entered here, you got this little piece of paper with your little card. So on that, you're going to write the number of the poster that you like the best, and you're going to put it in a little basket. Okay, so you just do that whenever you're ready, but probably until like 17:30 or something. But you can also do it during the day. It's up to you. All right, that's good. And the poster session will start at 5. So, good. Next, just so you know, before you run off for the lunch, I know it's exciting, but there'll be a group photo before then, so we can all have a picture and post it on LinkedIn and, have that material that we need. And then there's just a couple more QR codes here. So I said Slido, that's the same one. We have the poster session where you can get a list or a PDF of all of the posters. And then there's also time for feedback, but you can do that perhaps after the conference. You will also get the QR code after that. So no worries. Just, maybe you can think about during the day what feedback you'd like to give. There's also Wi-Fi, so feel free to connect. There's no password required, and it's a quality hotel guest. So you just need to confirm the terms of use. All right, good. I think that's it. So I would like to introduce our first speaker, which is one from our hosts, IT for Innovations, the National Supercomputing Center at Technical University of Ostrava, for a word of welcome. So Tomáš Kozubek is the Scientific Director of IT for Innovations and a professor of applied mathematics, specializing in scalable algorithms for massively parallel solutions to engineering problems. Wow, what a sentence. Okay, please welcome Tomáš Kozubek.
Okay, welcome in Ostrava, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. I would like to say a few words about IT for Innovations as a local organizer, and hopefully we switch. Perfect. Here is my presentation. It means I will say a few words first about IT4I. I guess most of you know very well who we are. It means IT for Innovations was established in 2011 in Ostrava, and we are...
Could you put it a little closer?
A little closer, okay, no problem. And we are a unit of Institute of VSB Technical University of Ostrava, and we have also the second role. We are a member of E-Infra-CZ, which is strategic research infrastructure of the Czech Republic, which operates and provides HPC, cloud, data, and open science technologies and services. We have 5 research laboratories. It's in this moment about 130 people, and they are focused on high-performance computing, data analytics, quantum computing, and of course, artificial intelligence. We have strong collaboration with you can see a lot of initiatives and infrastructures, European initiatives. The most important is EuroHPC, and I have just one slide about that because it's really very important for the let's say, the world of modern technologies. And we have also a lot of Horizon Europe and Digital Europe projects and operate 2 supercomputers, Barbara and Carolina, and 1 quantum computer, VLQ, which was inaugurated 2 months ago. And we also cooperate Lumi supercomputer, which is not in Ostrava, in our data center. It's in Finland, in Kajaani. And it's one of the largest supercomputers in the world, and the Czech users have also access to this supercomputer through IT Innovations. And we also cooperate with industry. We have a very nice platform for this collaboration. It's a national competence center. It's a European Digital Innovation Hub and also Czech AI factories. I will explain later. And we do a lot of training activities, again, in the field of high-performance computing, data analytics, AI, quantum, and also open science. And we organize more than 50 events per year. Okay, it was about IT4I, just a really quick slide about what is EuroHPC and why it's so important. It started, or it was established 2018, and it composes of 37 member states and 3 private members. And what is very nice that they have, let's say, very nice goals. Yeah, you see, to create a federated HPC, quantum, and AI infrastructure over the whole Europe. To create or develop European technologies, to be independent, and also to have leadership in education and training related to high-performance computing, AI, and quantum. And they have also a lot of money. And now how it works. Here is a first slide. You can see EuroHPC supercomputers, which are across the whole Europe. The largest are in the first column. It's a Jupiter supercomputer in Germany, which is number 4 in some top 500 list of the largest supercomputers in the world. Then it's Lumi, it's number 9. I mentioned that IT for Innovations is also part of the consortia, and therefore all users from the Czech Republic can access this. And also Leonardo, which is number 10, which is in Italy. Yeah? And of course, a lot of other supercomputers. And Carolina is also there. Yeah, it's also EuroHPC supercomputer. Okay, here is an example of Lumi supercomputer. It's really what is supercomputer. Yeah, you see that the power is like 1.5 million of very modern laptops. And if you put all those boxes where you have servers, nodes into the area, you will cover 2 times the size of tennis court. Yeah, it means it's really very huge. And the system weight is more than 150 tons. Yeah, it means very big. And it contains 12,000 GPU cards. Yeah, it means really a lot. And 500,000 of EPIC CPU cores. It means this is really very big. And Czech Republic has a part or has a share in that. And I would like to say also a few words about quantum computers, because through EuroHPC there was a special call how to, let's say, cover the map of Europe by quantum computers. And the following 10 quantum computers were selected. And you see that one of them is our VLQ in the Czech Republic, in Ostrava, and they are based on different technologies. Yeah, if you are familiar with that, like neutral atoms, semiconductors, superconducting technologies, photonics technologies, spin qubits, etc., and trapped ions, for example. And here is our quantum computer, VLQ. This, if you visit IT Innovations, we have a lot of excursions during the whole year. It means you will see there the following quantum computer based on superconducting technology. And it has 24 qubits, which are in some star-shaped topology. And you can see here also chip, quantum chip. And everything, also this golden part, is in the cylinder in the mid. And if you want to know a little more, because it's cooled to 10 millikelvins, it means it's more, the temperature is lower than in open space. Yeah, it means if you want to know a little more, I will be here the whole day, and we can discuss. We have also published the following Atlas of Quantum Computing Applications, and you can find on our webpage, it4i.cz, a lot of examples which illustrate how to use quantum computers, quantum algorithms in finance, pharmaceutical industry, energy, healthcare. Yeah, it means in different fields. Everywhere you can find some class of problems which can be solved efficiently using quantum computers. And the last two slides are about AI factories, which I also mentioned in the first slide. And again, through EuroHPC, there was a special call how to cover or how to, let's say, fulfill AI action plan of European Union and cover the whole map of Europe by AI factories. The following 19 AI factories were selected, and we are in 2 of them. The first is Lumi AI factory, which will be, again, the hardware will be in Finland, and Finland is main coordinator of that. And the second one is CHAI, Czech AI factory, and CHAI is acronym of that. And what is AI factory? Here is some description of Lumi AI and CHAI. Lumi AI factory has the following 3 pillars. One of them is AI optimized supercomputer named Lumi AI. And the second pillar is to create a service center which will support all clients of this AI factory, of this supercomputer. And also the third pillar is experimental quantum computing platform, LumiIQ. And you can compare it with Czech AI factory. Of course, it's much smaller, but it's Czech. It's, again, AI optimized supercomputer with the name Carolina. We have Carolina and we will have Carolina now. And of course, this AI optimized supercomputer has a lot of GPU chips. And again, there will be some service center. And you see that the consortium is created, coordinated by VSB, the Technical University of Ostrava, and other institutes in the Czech Republic are also partners. And you see also the budget. Okay, that's all from my side. It means once again, welcome and nice conference. It's my wish. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction words. I just want to say one technicality for people to really hear it on the online space. It's important for all the speakers to kind of, like be in touch with the mic, really get up in there, just be close and just don't swallow it, but almost. All right. Next up. Yes, we have Matej Antol. Please welcome Matej Antol. He's the Principal Project Manager of EOSC. He's the Executive Director of CERT-SC under the Institute of Computer Science at Masaryk University and the Integration Manager of the Czech National E-Infrastructure at Infra.cz. He's also leading a team focused on semantic search and research in semantic data. Please welcome Matej.
Thank you and welcome once again. I am happy to see many of the faces that are already established in the community and at the same time some new faces, which was actually the purpose of this conference. So we want to expand this universe of people caring about research data. Now, the real challenge isn't choking up on a microphone really, but to cramp up 25-minute presentation into 3 minutes. So I will go through it real quick. I'm afraid you won't catch everything I wanted to say. That's all right, because I think the most important thing on today or during today will be the panels and the keynotes that we will going to see. So I'll just go through it real fast. First and foremost, growth and value of research data. We have seen presentation from Professor Kozubek talking about quantum technologies, talking about AI. Of course, this is all enabled just by having data in some sensible manner at our disposal. The growth of data is exponential. Now we are using the word exponential quite a lot, so just to imagine and reimagine what exponential means, it's really fast. So it's happening just in front of our eyes, and we have to be real careful and think about it really hard how we are going to approach that. So, of course, research is changing with this exponential growth of data and their importance in research. And the ability to handle data properly is a must. It's not a voluntary thing anymore. We just have to accommodate. So what we need is awareness, incentives, knowledge, skills, and tools. It is not the first time in history that we had to reevaluate how we do things. Maybe one of the most famous discoveries we have ever done. Yet again, we had to have the incentive, so we wanted to stay warm and not to die. We wanted to stay safe. We had to learn how to make fire, and we had to share that across communities if we want the whole communities to survive. One of the more recent examples, it turns out that it's a good idea to wash your hands before you open up a body of a patient and then stick some things into him or her. So this is something we've discovered 150 years ago, and less people die since then because we get the skills, we get the know-how, and we shared it across the communities. This is something we have to do with research data. Now, we have conducted a national survey of how we are dealing with research data. The survey will be publicly available. It is not publicly available just yet. I have some glimpses you won't see in the presentation because I will have to go through that. But I will say that it was conducted with the cooperation with the Institute of Sociology from the Academy of Sciences, Czech Academy of Sciences. We approached 3,800 PIs of all the research projects that are currently in Czech ecosystem. And we got 1,100 answers, which is approximately 30%. I was told, and I see Martin is nodding, I was told that 30% is quite okay return rate. So actually these data are pretty neat. And before we start, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. So first, who has ever lost his data due to technical problems, such as those we have encountered at the beginning? 1/3 of you, 1/2 of you, superb. So yeah, it may be a good idea to think about how you store your data. Second, who has lost any data in a true sense? So you are pretty sure that they are somewhere, but you're not sure where anymore. You can't find them really. Yeah, I think some of them are lying, truly. And last but not least, who has ever used any data of other scientists? Perfect, half of you or maybe even more. This is what we will be talking about throughout the day, how to do that and how to do it efficiently, how to get on this wave that is actually the opportunity that is presented to us due to funding, due to technological things in the research infrastructures and so forth. So the data that I have, and you will see just really shortly or briefly, so how much data do people generate in project? It depends on the domain, specific domains. Social studies tend to have smaller data. Medical sciences, on the contrary, have bigger chunks of data. When we asked where people store their research data, I have seen CDs after 5 years, some were written down. So yeah, people use USB flashes, CDs, external hard drives to store the data. Not great explicitly when you compare it with their wish to preserve them for more than 5 years. It's not going to happen, I'm sorry. When it comes to sharing the data, it seems that people do use other scientists' data. It's more complicated when we look whether they are able or willing to share them. It seems that they are able to share them if they know the other side. Oh, sorry. If they know who are they sharing them with, they are less willing so if they are to use some third-party service such as repository and they are afraid of misuse or maybe misinterpretation of the data. Now, something about licensing, we can skim through that, the future outlook. Now, when we looked at the metadata, it seems that researchers do not really pay too much attention regarding metadata and attaching them to the data. And if they do, they use the README files or the technically gathered metadata, so not really the content by itself, but maybe the description of how they were gathered, the more technical side of things. Many of the researchers said that it's not important, it's not required by the project, so they just don't care at this point. On the other hand, this doesn't really make me very happy. On the other hand, when we asked about data management plans, out of 1,100 answers, 600 people claimed that they used DMPs at some point. 257 out of those do it just because it's compulsory. They don't see any added value in that. But, and that was really surprising in a good way to me, 350 responders claimed that practical reasons are the reason why they do that, including that they set data management practice or they help them communicate within the team when it comes to the data-related topics. So we don't have to find or rethink the things that are already once captured in the data management plan. So that makes me happy. Skimming through that, I'm really sorry. So research in the Czech Republic, way forward. We, the scientific community, and nobody else, it's on our shoulders. We need to increase the awareness, which we'll do even through this conference. Develop and actively use new tools for data management. We should seize the opportunity that is being presented to us. And last but not least, we have to advance our data-related skills. We have to learn new things. So throughout this day, we will be discussing tools for data management in the following session. So we will see examples from abroad and Czechia that are at our disposal already, followed by or followed out jointly with repositories, the storages, the places where we keep the data. This is just the example of 45 repositories that are going to be built within the EOSC initiative already that we are aware of, regardless of the specific project. Many other will come. Of course, we have many repositories already established across the whole globe. So this will be the focus of tomorrow's workshop of so-called repo builders, people who are building repositories in Czechia. When it comes to ever-changing incentives, we will hear stories about data reuse in a second block. But we have to reiterate that RIU recognizes new output, type T, so now it's a legitimate output of research that is recognized by the information system we have now established in Czech Republic. At the same time, data planning is required by all the grantors, if I'm not mistaken, so people have to think about the responsible use of their data throughout the research cycle, research life cycle. So it's not about if or when anymore, but it's about how we are going to care about the research data. It's happening already. So that will be block 2 today, stories of research data and their reuse. When it comes to advancing data skills, we have EOS Training Center, which already served over 2,000 people, unique people. Across Czech Republic, we have people who joined these workshops, but of course we have new courses which are emerging at the universities. So we are getting these skills and we will be discussing in a third block and tomorrow which skills and which things we have to focus on if we want to prepare for this change or if we want to be on the edge. So, and this is the last slide, what you can be happy about and what you're going to see. I managed to cram it up in 9 minutes, so that's all right, I think. So we will have 3 sessions today, tools for data management, which is starting just now. After lunch, stories of data reuse, followed by advancing data skills. In the evening, we have a poster session, so please don't leave. Take a look at the posters and vote. And tomorrow we have a workshop and a training, workshop of repo builders and trainings of young researchers related to EOSC and data sharing. This is all for me. Sorry for being so swift, but I didn't want to disrupt the panel and we can continue. Thank you.